They're being planted all over the field. In other words, they're being planted all over the world. You have to understand that any farmer is going to have anything productive and going to be able to produce anything, is going to look at the field, and a farmer is going to be intentional and strategic in planting whatever crop they want. They're going to prepare the soil. They're going to choose the type of seed to plant in that soil for whatever harvest they want to reap. And this is the same thing that God does. Jesus is the one that's sowing good seed. He's sowing the sons of the kingdom. That's you and me. And he intentionally, purposely, strategically has planted us in areas that we need to be. Let that sink in. In other words, there is nothing that God does in planting the seeds that's done haphazardly, nothing chaotically. That means God has intentionally, he has strategically placed you where you are right now. You're not a mistake that you're here at this church. You're not a mistake that you're in a place of work, whatever your work may be, wherever it is taking you, he has planted you there. It's a mindset that has to change to begin to embrace what God has for us. The devil's work, you have to understand, like the farmer, was just as thoughtful and deliberate, just as intentional. He didn't just go out just throwing the seeds anywhere. No, he went to where the wheat was, and he sowed the weeds where the wheat was. This is very important, because you have to understand that when we think about this, we have to understand the attacks that come our way. This is one of the reasons why they can seem so personal, why they seem to be even tailored to us, why when we sin, we try to go and we're trying to do battle in the heavenlies, that we see that we come up against some kind of a wall sometimes that we need to continue to push through, why there is opposition in our lives. Jesus is saying right there, because as he is sowing sons of the kingdom, the enemy is coming and sowing sons of the devil. And they are competing for the field. In 2 Corinthians 2:11, the Apostle Paul does not want us to be unaware. He says, "For we are not unaware of his schemes," the enemies, the devil's schemes. We should not be unaware. We shouldn't be surprised when opposition comes our way, because the devil does not want to give things up. And I'm here to tell you this morning, you need to continue to pray. You need to continue to fight the good fight. Wherever you are planted, God has put you there for a purpose. He has put you there for, at the very least, to be praying for your community, to be praying for your country, to be praying for things that seem to be like a spiritual chain, a spiritual bondage, to be broken in the name of Jesus.